Anxiety and depression is like being in the state of mind where nothing is ever going to get better. Like there's no way out or solution. Tasks that would normally be seen as enjoyable become impossible. The world continues to spin around you, people walking past you not knowing what you're going through or unaware of the anxious thoughts going through your head. Anyone can be affected by these mental health disorders, whether you being affected personally or watching someone experience it. They are seen as something that everyone goes through in their lives, especially through adolescent years, but some people are affected by it more than others. Having a mental health disorder is just like any other illness, but although you can't see it, it is real.
I would describe being a teenager.
It's pretty stressful because you have to sort of balance school, but then at the same time you're expected to go and work.
It's pretty cool in a lot of ways and not so much in others.
It's fun because you get a lot of time to do what you want.
You're expected to have adult responsibilities, but then you're still considered a child.
You got a lot of freedom to do stuff. You're forced to be in social places like college or school where you meet a lot of cool people and you can do a lot of cool stuff.
At college, I study
Creative Media BTEC and French A-level.
I study history. It's really, really dry. I don't like it.
I enjoy the BTEC, but not so much the French because I'm fluent in it and it's just really repetition for me, so I don't really enjoy that. I don't find college stressful, but I enjoy the BTEC because it's quite fun and got some good mates there.
Yeah, love it. It's awesome. I really enjoy it.
Legally, you have to stay in education until you reach the age of 18. This means that teenagers have to remain in school, college, or take part in an apprenticeship. It's a stressful time trying to balance school and work as well as having a social life.
I picked biology, chemistry, maths and psychology, but I really didn't like chemistry, so I dropped it. I'm going to do a biomedical degree for 3 years and then do a nutritional therapy degree for a year, hoping to be a nutritionist. I think there is enough information, but then in certain areas there isn't. So advising whether you should take a gap year or what you should do and how you should do it. I think there is some, but you have to look for it. I work at Dorothy Perkins, which is really nice because you get to work on the tills and with the clothes and talk to people. I like to go horse riding sometimes, go out with my friends, go to work on Saturdays. Yeah, it is hard because you want money to buy clothes, but then you have to do some revision as well.
I've never experienced bullying.
Personally, I don't think I've ever experienced bullying beyond sort of banter with friends.
It can be quite emotionally tolling on people and individuals, and it can lead to a lot of issues like anxiety, depression.
Yeah, I've seen bullying before in my old high school, where one girl was bullied pretty much daily to the point where she couldn't come and sit in the canteen. She would go eat her food in the toilets, which is never cool.
In my spare time, I like to do many things.
I go out with my friends, or I just stay at home, play video games and just relax really.
Play football and snowboard and skateboard.
I just chill, watch YouTube videos, maybe do some writing. From my knowledge, I don't think I've experienced anxiety, but depression a few times.
I don't think I've ever experienced depression per se, but I think I've definitely experienced some anxiety.
No, I haven't experienced any anxiety, but depression maybe. I don't really know the full terminology for it, but I've been sad on some occasions for certain things.
I don't think I've experienced it majorly. I just think every so often, you wish you could look a bit better or something like that.
I don't feel comfortable talking about my experience.
people try to understand, but they don't fully understand like how big of a thing it is, anxiety and depression.
I don't think the issue is not being able to find anyone to give you the help. I think it's more teenagers are too afraid to go and ask for help because they're kind of scared about what other people will say.
Luckily, I do have a good set of friends, a couple of friends that I can talk to. Depends really, because on the subjects, I kind of keep myself closed. I don't really open up to people unless it's something that I feel like I can open up to them, but I like to keep myself to myself really.
Around 25% of 13 to 18-year-olds suffer with an anxiety disorder, which often leads to other mental health disorders such as depression, which can lead to eating disorders and ADHD. Depression is a mental health disorder where someone has a low mood for long periods of time and losses of interest in activities that are normally enjoyable. A study shows that rates of mental health disorders have increased by 75% in the past 25 years, and that the proportion of 15 and 16-year-olds reporting that they are frequently feeling anxious or depressed has doubled in the last 30 years.
I think when I'm anxious, it just feels like, I don't know, like shaky, I guess. I feel kind of shaky and just like worried about like stupid little things, I guess. What kind of things do I worry about? Everything. I worry about, I don't know, even just like talking to like different people that like I don't normally talk to. It's not even like I don't worry about it, but I don't have anything to say, and so I probably look like I'm worried about it because I don't say anything because I don't know what to say. And what else do I worry about? Like if it's something, I don't know, like if you sort of have to do something like in front of an audience or like something different that I've never done, then sometimes I do. And then nuclear annihilation, because that is a real issue. Anxiety and depression has become like almost like a trend on social media because it's just like people say, like obviously people say about it and stuff, and then it just almost turns into like a competition. Like people say, oh well, I have this and that's worse than you, and like, oh well, you can't be anxious or depressed because I'm more anxious or depressed, and like as if the fact that someone else is worse than you sort of like demeans everything like for you, and it's like I am more ill than you, and you wouldn't say that because like, can I say male cancer line? Because it's an illness, right? So you wouldn't say like, oh well, you can't have cancer because I have more cancer than you, so why would you say it for like anxiety or like depression? Because it's the same thing, but people like demean it by saying, well, I have it worse, or I know this person who has it worse, and it's just stupid. If someone was feeling anxious, I guess you would say like, I don't know, try and put things into perspective, but then that doesn't really help, so maybe not. I don't know, I guess just like talk to someone, because it might help if you're talking to someone rather than just sort of keeping it to yourself. Like no matter who it was, just anyone.